Apparently, I can't live in Thailand for $1,000 a month. Apparently, my health insurance is rubbish. And also, I forgot about retirement. And also, it looks like I need to rename my channel. Well, let's talk about it. Hi everyone, I'm Bucky, and in my last video I told you how I lived on $1,000 per month, and you can see that video in the comments. But I also said I would use this time in my next video to answer all the comments that you had, and it was pretty controversial. It did have over 100 comments, and I'm not going to go through all of them, but I'm going to go through some that I can group together and give you some good answers about the questions that I got about living in Thailand for $1,000 per month. Now, a lot of people were saying they wouldn't recommend moving to Thailand if you only had an income of $1,000 a month, and that really wasn't the point of the video. The point of the video was, is it possible to live on $1,000 a month? And I did an experiment where I only give myself $1,000 to live. And again, you can look at the video in the description. But the question wasn't what is the perfect budget, is it possible to live on this nice round number? So most of the comments were saying you could live on significantly less than $500 a month, but there was also comments saying where it wouldn't be enough at all. Miss Hooplo Flash commented, £1,000, non-smoker, non-drinker, and I cook my own food. And yeah, I cook my own food, but I do smoke and drink. So yeah, if you don't, my biggest expense is probably alcohol. So if you can cut that out, then yes, you don't need $1,000 per month. GAME mentioned that you could live, that he did it on $500 a month. For me, that would be a bit too much of a stretch. He says $50 for a visa and some money for IDFK. And I don't fucking know what that means. So, but no, thanks for the comments. And yeah, it's each to their own. Some people live on $4,000 to $5,000 a month, and others can get by on 500. Sam Cooper said, great video. Thank you, mate. Any information on how to rent from the Laguna 3? And this is an overlay of what Laguna 3 looks like. And the way I did it is I went through an agent called Cornerstone Pattaya, and they have an office near the Big C, and you can go in there and they'll tell you what they have. They're very helpful. And I managed to get this condo for 12,000 a month. It was listed at 15, but I got them down to 12. And it is, I'm really happy with it. I've been here for 6 months now, and it's a really nice and convenient condo for, what is it, about 250, 300 pounds a month, $350 a month. And you can't really argue. This place would cost at least 1,000 in London, probably 2,000 in New York. So I'm very happy with it. And yeah, if you want to live in this place, check out Cornerstone Pattaya. And you could also, they have a estate agents on site, because there's about seven big buildings on this complex. You can just go in and they will tell you if they have any available. We have a lot of comments about bum bum and short time and long time. VAR8 said, yes, you can live on $1,000 a month. Don't drink too much. Don't pay girls for boom boom. And then $1,000 is enough to live on. And yeah, again, I mean, I'm not a connoisseur of the bum bum short time, long time thing here. And from what I gather, that's about 2,000 baht a month. That's about 2,000 baht per time, which is bonkers, because that is what I pay for my gym membership for the whole month. That is what I pay for my supplements for the whole month. And it's half of what I would spend on survival for 1 month. So yeah, if you are a sex tourist or you are in Thailand to pay for bum bum, then you will definitely need a lot more. Or you can just be handsome. Speaking, I'm under no illusions, as a Manchester or UK 5, I am actually probably a Pattaya 8, because I'm 40 years old, under 90 kilos, and have a sense of basic hygiene. So yeah, alcohol as well, I mentioned in the last video, if you drink in the happy hours, it's much easier. But thank you for that question. Who cares C3D? I don't understand why someone moves to Thailand to do this kind of budgeting. It's not worth it. I get through £4,000 a month in Bangkok. Well, I hope your apartment is beautiful and really nice. I'm sure you eat caviar, lobster and steak every day. I tend to just have a chicken sandwich for lunch. Oh yeah. Street food for dinner, and a supplement stack in the morning. and that keeps me going. Obviously, I eat more food, like I said in the previous video, but that is a very strict budget thing, and you can only do it once every so often. FWNM, sorry sir, I must disagree, politely but strict. You cannot do $1,000 a month. Health insurance is 500 euros minimal. All others are trash. Rent, 300 minimum. All others are disgusting. And yeah, while I agree, I mean, again, I'm quite young, so my insurance is not at a premium rate. When obviously it would be if you're in your 60s, 70s, even 80s, you would have to pay a lot more. As it stands, I'm paying 1,500 a month, paid 20,000 for the year up front. And like I said before, I have a high deductible, but it is cheap to do. And also I you know, if something really bad happens, I could go home. Like if I got cancer or had a really bad accident, I'm covered for that here. But yeah, if I just broke my arm or something, I could just go home, stay there for 6 months. I'm sure the NHS doesn't turn people away, so I always have that backup. Obviously, not everybody does, but yeah, I mean, I do have insurance, and it's 1,500 baht per month. Hidden costs and emergencies. Darren, Rob, Richard, what budget do you normally have per month? And is TRT popular there? It's a good question. Usually I spend about $2,000 a month because, as I've said before, I drink far too much and I like to eat Western food. I also have an addiction to Lazada, including where I bought this camera setup. This was about $1,000 for my tripod and my mics and my Osmo 3. I'll buy computer games. I'll go on holiday quite a lot to other parts of Thailand, to Vietnam, and travel home to the UK. So good question. Yeah, usually I spend about $2,000 a month, but the point of the video is just to show that it's possible on 1,000 a month. Is TRT popular here? Looking at the people in the gym, yeah, and maybe some steroids as well. But you asked about TRT. Me and Chopper actually we were looking into doing TRT, which is testosterone replacement therapy. But we decided to go and get a blood test first. That cost about 8,000 baht, but that was everything. That was testosterone, free testosterone, liver, prostate, all these different blood markers, cholesterol. I actually had high cholesterol, which is one of the reasons I take psyllium husk and eat chicken breast for 80% of my meals now. However, the testosterone was high. We were both off the charts. I mean, you can probably tell I have no hair, which is a sign of high testosterone apparently. But we didn't need it. But we looked into it and it would have been significantly expensive on our budget. But it is possible. A lot of people do it. It's easy to get. And yeah, if you're over 40 and you have low T, why not? Shell casing 1040. I believe Wi-Fi is free at the nearby sister complex, the Laguna 2. Yeah, it is. And it's also free here. There's a basic Wi-Fi that's public and everybody can use it if you live here. I pay 600 baht a month because, well, I tutor online and I have a YouTube channel and it requires me to have better internet. So I think it's worth paying the 600 baht per month. Also, I have a PlayStation and I like to play online. So yeah, it's worth it for me because of how much time I spend in my apartment. So it is worth paying for me the extra 600 baht per month. Darren Robichaud, again, thank you for all your comments. You need to add in motorbike rental and gas. Yes, that would be something you would need to do, but I ride my bicycle everywhere. So that's free. I'd probably spend about 100 baht per month in repairs and the odd grab. But yeah, the bicycle's great. It's free. It keeps me healthy. And yeah, everywhere I need to go, I just ride. If I'm drinking or I think I'm too drunk, I'll just leave it in a nearby hotel, locked up, and get a grab home and then walk and get it in the morning. Jomtien and Pattaya and quite a lot of Thailand is actually quite walkable. So you don't need a motorbike. It depends. I mean, even if you don't have a bicycle, you can get the Songtao, you can get the bus, you can get a train, or you can just walk or cycle everywhere, which is what I do. Could you live even cheaper? Bang Jock, you are missing the budget issue. What are your plans for retirement? It's easy to live in Thailand for $1,000 a month, but you're not going to provide for your future. I'm a teacher. I'm not currently working here at the moment, but Chopper is. So he gets a salary and he works and he saves for the future. I'm taking some time off work. I'm doing YouTube and tutoring online. I also have rental properties back home and investments that are paying me dividends. So even though it's not quite $2,000 a month, if I had the minimum from that every month, it is $1,000 a month. I also have a few savings in cash for a buffer if I need to fly home or do anything outside of my actual budget. But yeah, it is something to think about. I mean, if you had savings sat there doing nothing and you had $100,000, it would last you 100 months and then the money would be gone. But obviously, try to invest it, try to get a return on your money, and then that will hopefully keep going for a long time. I mean, it could go down, rent could go down, dividends could go down, but because I can live on $1,000 a month, I'm not too worried about it. But it's a good point for people listening out there. Matthew Mills, what happens if you get ill or have an accident? I've said before, insurance, or I could go home. Are you on an ED visa, mate? This is Saul Deecher. Are you on an ED visa, mate? And is the roadworks outside fixed? I was on an ED visa, which is an education visa. I was doing Thai classes. Oh, I still am doing Thai classes, but I was doing Thai classes for my visa. And the education visa, I used to go twice a week for 2 hours a time to PLC language school, highly recommended. And they sorted out my visa. My upfront cost for that was about 50,000 baht because I had to pay for 150 hours worth of lessons and all the visa paperwork. So that was really good. Then I lost my passport on my bicycle. It fell out of the bag. So then I had to go home to the UK, get a new passport, and then I came back and I showed that I was tutoring online. And then I got the DTV visa, which is a 5-year multi-entry with a reporting period every 90 days. So to answer the question, yes, I was on ED visa, but now I'm on the destination Thailand visa, which I think I prefer. Even though I'm still going to the classes, it's now much cheaper because I don't have to pay them for the visa requirements. Okay, dog like Sparky9. But you made a video living in a 37,000 Thai baht pool villa. I did. I'll leave a link in the description so you can see how much I was spending when I was living in that pool villa. And now you're living on 110 Thai baht per day. Yes, I am. I went from spending about 130,000 Thai baht per month to last month spending only 35 and a half. So it's a huge reduction. That is partly out of necessity. I loved the pool villa, but I'm a single bloke. It was just me. And I was essentially paying an extra 20,000 Thai baht per month just for 2 empty bedrooms and a private pool, which was awesome. But I was only in it for half an hour a day with my coffee and my cigarette, and I don't miss it, to be honest. It was also in the dark side, quite far away, so I was spending more money on transport. I was bored more often. But yeah, if you want to check out the pool villa, I'll put a link in the description of this video, and that you'll see my old budget there. But yeah, thank you, and well done for paying attention. You must have watched a few videos. I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, Ronnie W3229. Go to the smaller cities and pay a lot less for all essentials. Eat local when possible, endless choice, and stay out of the bars when possible. Buy a bicycle, no gym, no supplements. Commonly called cheap Charlies. Yeah, I agree, but the gym and the supplements are essential for me, and so is the bars. I mean, I'm here for the cheap beer. I used to live in Vietnam, where the beer was even cheaper, but for £1 a drink in Jomtien happy hours, that is great for me. Supplements keep me healthy, gym keeps me healthy, and I do have a bicycle, which saves me on the grab. Also, I realized in the last video, I didn't show you my 40 baht lunch. Basically 25 baht for 200 grams of chicken, and I think it's like 15 baht for 6 slices of bread, a half loaf. Use 2 of it. Bit of mayo, bit of Tabasco. Tabasco is a luxury. It's 100 baht per bottle, but I have it on everything, and it's just one of my expenses. So yeah, chicken sandwich, street food in the evening, and a supplement stack in the morning. Delbar K8552. You can survive on $1,000 per month, but is it living? I don't know. Depends what your standard of living is. Yes, you can definitely survive, but I also had quite a lot of fun. I could have had 8 drinks, 8 beers in a bar every day. I could have had a massage every day, not both, importantly. Had friends around to play PlayStation and ate really good food. I think, yeah, it's better to have more. It's definitely better to have more money, more income. But if you only had that income, it'll be much easier to do here in Thailand than it would in the UK or the US. So rather than, I don't think it's a comparison of 1,000 Thai baht at $1,000 a month or $3,000 a month in Thailand. I think the point is $1,000 a month in Thailand will go this far and not very far in Europe. So that's the main point of that. But I do understand your question. D Nana Thrasmussen 1757. Yeah, you can do it 1 month, but not every month. No chance. But nice video. Thank you. Dentist, electronics, clothes, shoes, transportation, trips around, visa, it runs up. Dating, OMG. Haha. Yeah, all right, let's go through this. Electronics, yeah, I've said I bought my camera, I have a PlayStation, I have a Mac. So all those things I had already. So they're free. But if anything breaks, like I lost my phone at the same time I lost my passport, I had to buy another iPhone. Well, I didn't have to buy an iPhone, but I bought an iPhone. So electronics are, yeah, they're an expense, but if you have them already, they don't take much money to keep, I guess. Clothes. I did my last video in my pajamas. I'm in my gym gear now. Yeah, clothes are cheap. Bring your own clothes. Like, you don't have to buy them too often. Pair of Crocs or a pair of flip-flops. They last you a long time. Yeah, I mean, there's not much. You don't have to spend much on clothes. Transport, bicycle, trips around, also bicycle or bus or train. But you are right. I wouldn't want to do it every month. 1 month is fine. It reminds me of when those rich people decide to see if they can live on the benefit system for 1 month. And you're like, well, yeah, you can do it for 1 month, mate, can't you? But your whole life on that, with all the worries that entails. I 100% agree. It was just an experiment. I would not recommend living on $1,000 a month if you had no other option. Okay, David Richmond, 3033. Where do you get your supplements? Any reasonable sites or do you buy in store? Enjoying the videos, by the way. Thank you, David Richmond. Supplements, you can buy them everywhere, the gym, supermarkets. I just buy them off Lazada, get them delivered. I buy a little blender that mixes it all together in a cup that I can just unscrew, drink. I have whey protein that is about 1,200 for a month's worth. Then there's psyllium husk, which I told you about for my cholesterol, and then assorted pills, multivitamin, omega-3, and magnesium, and that's all I have. But yeah, Lazada's really good. Shop around, and halfway through the month you get deals, so they're even cheaper. I just wait for the deals and buy then. But thank you for your comment. William Byron, 564. Use glass bottles for refills. I'm definitely going to do that. Thank you for the comment. I am worried about microplastics, but apparently there's been some studies now where the microplastics aren't actually in us that much. It's because the scientists were using plastic gloves and the trace amount of that was put in. So they haven't been able to replicate the amount of microplastics in your balls without taking into account the plastic on the gloves of the people that count the microplastics. But point taken, I'm still going to get the glass bottles because, yeah, I mean, it's healthier anyway. And salty lukewarm water rather than Listerine. Yeah, I mean, I'll give it a go, but I like a fresh breath, especially for dating. I don't want to be a Pattaya 5. I'm only a Manchester 5, Pattaya 8, hopefully. Brian Griffith, CH. You should change the name of your channel to Losers Living in Pattaya. Yeah, I know, but I don't think it would get as many clicks. Maybe more subscribers if we were honest. And there's a whole thing here where people say people that live in Thailand or in Asia in general are LBH, which is losers back home. And I suppose it's true in a way. I mean, back home, I wouldn't be able to afford this apartment. I would go to the gym less because the gyms aren't as good. I'd probably be on more unhealthy food, so I'd be fatter. And yeah, like I said before, Thai 8 out of 10, but a UK 5 out of 10. So I understand the point. I suppose I am a loser, but it's better to be a big fish in a smaller pond, like in Thailand. And also, some of the local and traveller girls here like Western men. So geographical dating arbitrage, I would like to call it. Why not go where you are less of a loser? I'm sure the audience of this channel are not losers, but maybe they like the shaft and fraud of watching a loser try to make a video. Also, this channel is Loserville because we haven't hit 1,000 subscribers yet. We're getting close. So please like and subscribe the video, leave a comment, it helps the channel. Last one. What happened to your 4,000 a month budget that you mentioned a few months ago? This is Apollo Strada. 1,000 is a month good for survival, but not living or thriving. 3K is doable. Chopper earns about 3K a month and saves £1,000. So yeah, I think you're right there. So any more questions? If you guys have questions, we could easily make this a series. I hope you enjoyed this quick question and answer video, and I will see you in the next one. And if you have any more questions, please let me know in the comments and I will answer them personally. All right, guys, see you soon in Thailand.